everyone, I am Rainy Suarez, aka Silva City, back here with another amazing reaction. This time, as I promised, from last week, Trent Mercer video from Shaman King 100, which we were back with another Shaman King 100 video. And again, like I said just moments ago, as I promised, we're back with the Thunder Rangers, man. Like, dude, if I had to give Trent his props, I have to give Blake and Hunter their props too, because they literally put the belt to ass on the Wind Rangers. Literally, like, no cap, like, seriously, like, the point that, like, this, if even in the Super Sentai one, there was blood, a lot of it, which is a shame that we didn't get to see that in the American version, but hey, they have to present this to kids, which is understandable, but still though. But I digress. If you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Shaman King 100. I will leave the original link to this video down below, so watch it uninterrupted. Link to my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. You can follow me on those social platforms. Link to my Cashapp. Feel gracious enough to donate whatever you want to donate. That's fine. That's fine as well. Sensei and super thanks. But by donating, liking, comment, subscribe, sharing, all that good stuff, however you show your support, listen on your rock with reaction content. Rock with the channel, or rock with your boy. Without further ado, buckle up, and let's get started. Alright, we here with another Shaman King 100. Basically, the Thunder Rangers, the greatest Ranger duo. Facts. Nothing I can say about it but facts. So, all I can say is, buckle up and let's go.
Hey, today we are bringing the lightning and the thunder, the dastardly duo, and some may say the Wonder Twins of the Power Rangers. Okay, no one else says that, but I was running out of similes. We are talking about the Thunder Rangers today. And just like always, we will be covering the Power Ranger and the Super Sentai version as much as I possibly can. But sometimes I miss out on things, so I do appreciate y'all when y'all comment some of y'all favorite moments from both of the series that I usually miss. So with that was popping, it's Shaman and it's Morphin time. So when the Rangers meet Lightning and Thunder for the first time, they had just defeated their enemy, and not even having the chance to do their victory pose, they get interrupted by a beatdown. By two fast-moving blurs on the screen. I done thought they were getting jumped by Sonic and Shadow for a second, and then follow that up with an explosion of lightning. And I'll tell y'all boys what, I have seen a lot of dynamic entries when it comes to making these videos, but in all my days of doing this, I have never seen a duo come in with their backs turned to the camera. These boys had it done hit the hardest
They hit the hardest pole like they're posing for a freaking album called Lightning and Thunder, which is a badass name for a dope-ass album.
I done seen. Boy, forget up it, check, they done hit the Rangers with a
prepare for trouble.
Make it double.
Really was posing on. And the Red Ranger Shane's like, yo, we not trying to have no Ranger on Ranger crime over here, brodies. We ain't trying to be another statistic. But the Ninja Storm Rangers did not realize that the Thunder Bros got their PhD in ninjaing at the School of Crashing Out. Had the trio on the ground talking ish, something they're going to be doing a lot when it comes to fighting these guys. The Red Ranger's like, hey, I tried, I guess we get into it then. As Broden start walking on air like he was in a kung fu movie. But Blake the Navy Ranger had to one-up him and hit him with the Luke King flying kick straight to the chest, sent Blake straight into a wall. Red Ranger over here like, guys, can I get some backup, please? Just to watch his two compatriots get their butt whooped by the not Red Ranger. And then Shane remembered that they're ninjas and fighting fair is against their beliefs. So they decided to make that 2v1 a 3v1. Oh, but Blake wasn't about to let somebody do a jumper man jutsu on his brother. His man done pulled out the big, thick, meaty thunder staff and slapped all three of them simultaneously in the face with it. Oh, and if you think my wiener analogy was good.
First of all, pause on all that. I actually do want a custom Thunder Ranger staff. Actually, that's one of my things I want. And have it on my wall, just in case the troops want to try. Hey, I still want that and tattoo is Skies of Wonder, Power of Thunder. You know what? That's going to be a thumbnail.
A little too far, then why did the Rangers say this?
They have really big
Hey, yo, what the
Yeah, rewatching it, I can't believe they said it either. You don't even have to go look up the episodes to prove me wrong. Just trust me, bro. And if you're in disbelief, the Power Rangers themselves are too, as they just could not believe that they just got their butts handed to them by some Thunder Rangers. They thought it had to be a training exercise. The Power Rangers done thought they were getting punked. They were hoping that Ashton Kutcher or Chance the Rapper had to be around the corner. So then the Thunder Rangers just dip on out. And the realization must have sunk in in on the way back home as the Ninja Storm Rangers start yapping to their sensei on how they just got their butts handed to them by the Blues Clues brothers. Oh, and if you're wondering why they sensei is a CGI guinea pig, well, if you go by the show, he pulled an animorph on himself to escape the villains. But my man forgot the magic works that turned him back. But if you ask my tinfoil head self, I would say that this was all a conspiracy for the G-Force movie. They had to have some stocks in the guinea pig market or something. And to me, that has to be the explanation, because if it's not, they are cowards for not using the Japanese Sentai version. Because look at this creepy nightmare fuel animatronic. I love him. Look like something Papa Meat would have on his set right now. But for real, I really do think he's adorable, especially when he does stuff like this. God, I love Japan. It is funny knowing the Sensei of the Rangers, yes, the guinea pig, and the main villain of the show are the same actor, which just makes it all the more funny. And speaking of Lothar, he actually sends the boys down to handle business, and what I can only assume is an attempt to boost the toy sales. As in one episode, they didn't try to show you so many toys for you to cop. Your parents' wallet on Christmas was about...
Dude, I had the Thunder Rangers Megazord. Yes, I did also have the Wind Ranger. It came with a Mini-Zord. Also had Hunter's little tsunami cycle. Only thing I did, again, I still want the freaking bow staff, man. Also had it. And when they were selling the toys, like, I had the for some reason the Thunder Rangers and Shane's Battleizers.
Look a little shaky as the bros done pulled up with their own tsunami cycles.
Those are my tsunami cycles.
Really hit the Rangers with the, hey, can we copy your homework? We'll just change a few things. And if that wasn't bad enough, after proceeding to whoop the Rangers with their own cycles, these boys, for no reason at all, already winning, decide to pull out the Zords on. I'm telling you, it was marketing genius. And hey, I understand the Rangers were not trying to get outshined, so they called their Zords up, but I don't know why they try to do another 3v2 in their single Zord. Boy, y'all couldn't handle them on your feet. You were not about to make a difference all of a sudden. Thank the grace of Grayskull that they said F it and decided just to go full Megazord. And the boys obliged them by transforming into their own Megazord, which I gotta be honest, to me, looking back at it, their Zord looked way tougher than the Ninja Storms. And that's saying a lot, because as a kid I was working so I could go and buy the Ninja Storm Megazord. And now I'm feeling like I played myself. But honestly, the more I think about it, I don't remember the Thunder Sword being on the shelves, because I think that thing got bought out because that Zord was tough. And hey, it said that I might have just played.
Again, I used to have that Zord, like literally, like I actually had it both. It's like I said, it's insane. Like it was a unique, surprisingly a unique design for a Zord.
Myself, but it pales in comparison to what happens to the Rangers next as they done pulled out their sword as they started swinging that thing in an all-out attack just for the Thunder Bros Megazord to not be phased whatsoever. It did not move an inch. He done ate that shit. They looking inside the cockpit like, yo, are you done yet? As they give them the banana peel like, sweet. Didn't even know Megazords could move like that. And if you thought the disrespect wasn't done just yet, the Ninja Storm Rangers call up for backup, asking the Rock Lee Ranger like, yo, bro, can you send something over for a little bit of help? Man was like, yeah, I got you. Here's a coin coming straight to you. And before my boy could even touch the coin, the Thunder Rangers then said, yoink, and had the gall to use the Rangers' own equipment against them. And after cooking the Rangers with their own utensils, talked about doing a victory dance on their head. Boy was trying to emote on a win before it was even a thing. No. But you know, you can
and left them slumped. Like, literally. Like, I remember watching it and went like, did they just off them? Like, seriously, it's one of those insane things. Like, you thought what Jason did to the Rangers, like, popping into their Megazord did. No. They got into their Megazord, smoked them, and left them for dead. That is some whole other level of evil, of running a fade like that, like insane. That's literally insane.
Hold on that subscribe button. All right, now for real, if you enjoyed the video or if I made you laugh at all, you subscribing actually helps our channel out immensely, especially when our goal this year is trying to hit 100K subscribers, which everyone tell me that might be a crazy goal, but I believe in my community. So if you wanted the 80% of people that watch and not subscribe, it would mean immensely to me if y'all did. If not, I still hope you enjoy the video. Back to it now. But I'll be honest, this is just some of the things that makes me love the Thunder Rangers and why I wanted to cover them so much. Because if you haven't noticed in this video, or you haven't watched Ninja Storm in a long time and forgot, Blake and Hunter are different from every other evil ranger that we will probably cover on this channel. Because they were not forced to be evil, unlike the Green Ranger, Korak, or even the White Ranger. Where in the case of the Thunder Bros, they retained being them and they just happened to be fighting for the side of evil, not really understanding that they were on the wrong side. As you see, they were misinformed into thinking that their parents, when they were young, were killed by the guinea pig. So they were out to seek revenge, destroying him and the Ninja Rangers. While unbeknownst to them, the real killer of their parents was Mr. Mucha Lucha himself. But even when they were tricked on being evil, the brothers still had their honor and morals. Like in the case when Blake had got attacked by one of the monsters of the week, and the female Blue Ranger came in and helped him get healed up. And for repayment, the Thunder Rangers then came out of nowhere while the Rangers were trying to fight the monster, and the boys ran past them to help them finishing up the first piece, saying that they're even. And I'm just saying, the look on the Rangers' face when the boys came in and were starting to run at them, that last butt whooping had to give them that PTSD. Them boys was shook up.
Like, no lie, like literally. Again, they're left in their Zord, slumped. Literally. Like, metal 2x4, head, everything. Like, they were cooked. Like, completely.
But I won't lie, the Thunder Brothers went right back to being greasy, as while the Rangers were dealing with that problem, the Thunder Bros backdoor them, stealing their master. And after a quick fight of all the Rangers fighting some evil ghouls, I guess they were, they all end up in this cave of fallen ninjas where the brothers were ready to put the Sensei down. But before something bad happened, the force ghosts of their parents showed up, saying the equivalent of, "Why would you believe the evil space luchador that the hamster killed us? We thought we raised you better." And I guess that made way too much sense in the brother's heads as they turn to the big bad and erase him quickly. Which is pretty wild that they one-shotted the big bad villain of the series. This is like only episode 7. And with that, the Thunder Rangers realized the error of their ways. And the Ninja Storm Rangers even invited them to be a part of the team, but they decided that they needed to go on a journey of self-discovery. That lasted about 2 episodes until they got brainwashed by Luthor. Well, I guess they really are like the other Eva Rangers. Came full circle, huh? So with that, the Thunder Bros were back to their extracurricular activities, that being doing hood rat stuff, as these boys done decided to run the 2-man on the Ninja Storm Rangers. And boy, it was bad, as the Rangers start to look around as they can sense evil afoot, thus to them being the Thunder Rangers coming in with their electroshock therapy, who ambush the Rangers, who are totally understandably confused. They were all just cooling just a moment ago, now the boys back on demon timing. So the Rangers thought they were going to be able to slap some sense back into the brothers, but I guess they forgot that they didn't actually ever really defeat them.
Just once! Please, oh please let me win.
And did not learn from their past mistakes, as the Red Ranger pulls the same walking on air move to the Navy Blue Ranger, and got punished even worse as my boy breaks out the Stag Breaker and had him flying back into another wall. Red Ranger really insane. He really done used the same tactic and thought it was going to be a different outcome. Back over to the Scarlet Ranger, who was trying to help Waldo over here, and Hunter hit the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and I've seen enough of the boy in orange to know what was about to happen next. But my man Hunter had to be watching the same anime as my man hit the substitution jutsu on him, and then proceeded to do Ino's ult from the Ninja Storm games. We done really come full circle once again. I'm telling you, it's all connected. And I don't know why old girl thought she was doing something by turning on the sprinkler system. Just for that itch to get Shamu slapped right back to her face and took her out of commission. But while the Rangers were in the midst of this altercation, a character whose name sounds like a slur, known as Chobo, teleported them away to a beach so he can keep this evil plot going. So when the Rangers meet up at the new venue, they decide to keep the action going. This time making like a line dance and switching partner, which didn't really go any better. Luckily for them, the brothers are actually feeling so bad, even mind control, like, yo, we are violating these guys a little too much, bro. So the villain, whose name who definitely still sounds like a slur, and I don't really want to say it again, but he decides that he really needs to crank up the mind control. But it's hard to do with 2, so he decides that he's going to get Hunter to own brother. That's pretty dark. And weirdly enough, that wasn't even the wildest thing in this exchange, as this little green freak only way of increasing the mind control was, and the only way I can describe for YouTube is Shrek done busted some Nickelodeon ooze on Hunter's face.
God.
I just know we get into mind. But he really had Hunter out here trying to X out his own brother, so Blake made his way back to the Ninja Storm Rangers and told them the deeds. And luckily, with some brotherly tough love, they were able to save Hunter and get him out of the mind control. And thus, after that whole ordeal, the Thunder Rangers decided it's time for them to be part of the team. And yeah, there might have been some troubles with some people getting mind trolled here and there. And with Hunter technically being a Red Ranger, him and the primary Red Ranger, Shane, been bumped head a couple of times.
Yeah.
But you might have noticed that I haven't brought up much Super Sentai just yet. Well, it's because I wanted to save the best for last. As in doing my research on the Thunder Rangers on finding out how gangster these boys really is, I done uncovered a gem. Cause just like in my Shadow Ranger video when we found out that he went toe-to-toe with Korag, tell me the heartbreak and excitement that I felt to learn that the Thunder Bros went toe-to-toe not with the Violator, but the Cancellator. That being the White Dino Ranger, aka Aubrey Killer. But just like the dark and excitement that I felt to learn that the Thunder Bros went toe-to-toe not with the Violator, but the Cancellator. That being the White Dino Ranger, aka Aubrey Killer. But just like the doggy versus the wolf, this beautiful scene was only for a mere moment. But I had to share it with y'all today. As the Super Sentai version of these teams crossing over, we saw something totally different compared to over here in the States. As all the squads done show up for the big rumble, and this is how I know the Thunder Rangers different, because while all the squads were doing their intro sequence, being the Dino Ranger with their 4, the Ninja Storm with their 3, I'm wondering why is the Thunderstorm Rangers not with them? Because these boys got their own opening sequence. God, they're so damn cool. So the Ranger teams team up to handle against all of their foes. Even seeing the Yellow Ranger on top of the Blue Ranger doing a drive-by. But the scene that had to stand out the most to me is the White Ranger who just came in feeling himself like, yo, I'm quickly gonna handle business. As he singled out the Thunder Brothers, he ignored the 2 Red Rangers in squads with final forms and said, give me the Shake and Bake twins over here. And man, they really started cooking. Because man was piecing them up, but as soon as the Navy Ranger done got him with the stack breaker, it was GG. Man hit him with the Raiden command grab, really had him shot and threw him to the side like trash. But Hunter came in with the alley-oop and started piecing boy up, and Aubrey was like, y'all ain't finna world star me. As Manda pulled out the thingamabob and started blasting.
The thingamabob and started blasting. the 4 father savior, huh? We're just gonna call it a thingamabob again.
Like a whole slip on the man's chest, but Hunter hit the tried and true substitute jutsu once again and ended my man with a Jack's fatality. But with analyzing all of this footage, I have come to the conclusion that we have to hang the Thunder Bros in the Ranger Hall of Fame, right next to the Violator and the White Dino himself. Who may we add to this wall next? Well, let's take a look.
Zanaku. We will be doing that one next.
Yep, y'all done saw it for last week, but I felt like I still had to give boy a proper trailer. But I did this in the next video on things that you voted on in our polls, so we're gonna bring them back. I should have 3 polls up right now for our next Power Ranger video, our next DC video, and for our first Kamen Rider video. You can vote on all 3 or just the ones that interest you. But stay subscribed because the coming up videos are just on the next video that I'm doing in that series. So if you don't want to miss a video that you're...
It's one of those things that, I'll probably say this with Shaman in general. When I found his content and everything, like, I didn't expect to like it this much, but I really do. But bro, like, is like, again, me and him need to chat because I did call him out about the rude thing. But hey, man, I ain't say, hey, for everyday living with monster girls, I like the Spider Woman, so I can't really judge so much. But anyway, this was awesome. But again, Thunder Rangers definitely, because they were on some demon time. Like, for real, for real. But anyway, I digress. If you like any of this content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, and subscribe to Shaman King 100. I will leave the original link to this video down below so you can watch it uninterrupted. And whenever you get a chance to do like top 10 favorite battleizers or suit-ups anyway, hit me up, bro. But anyway, till next time, please take care of yourself, stay hydrated, stay safe, stay warm. Peace out.
And little questions is everything they know about you.